Hey everyone, I've got the March printables and I've got them here to show you, but also a few other ways that I've printed them to use this month. So we've got the main little embellishment pack and I've just printed it on some Kmart glossy paper this time. If you want to have a look at different paper options, check out the one that my video from last month. Make sure that you print actual size for the pocket page cards so that they will fit in your page protectors. So we've got some 4x6s and some more labels, and then the beautiful tiny words. Another lot of 4x6s, some little labels that are a little bit different. They've got some little dotted lines on it for writing, and then we've got some more traditional ones with dotted lines on it. Again, some more pocket page cards. These ones are 3x4, and then we've got the Monday through to Sunday little dots and some tags. Probably should have put them up the right way. Then we've got these fun little painty ones in this awesome texture, some labels, some paint stripes, and some little word banners. Again, with the pocket page cards, and then some cool label banners, and then some normal big banners, labels, big labels and smaller labels. Whole page of florals with some awesome colors, and then I love these leaves and these little sprigs of fruit, I guess, berries, and then a whole page of labels. So they're the pocket page, no they're not, they're the exclusive printables for March. Now if you've checked out the reveal and the unboxing, then you will know that it is the Cocoa Vanilla collection that we are getting in your kit. So definitely, hence the bright colours, and that's what we've got going on here. So let's put these aside and I'll show you what else I did with these. Because I got a new cameo, a new cameo. I had a cameo portrait before. I got the Cameo 4. So I was trying the print and cut. I was also trying the pick scan, but I realized I've got the wrong mat, I believe. Anyway, so I've tried it. So I've printed it with the registration marks and then have cut it, and then this glossy paper, my Cameo didn't like the registration marks, so I will cut them, but I wanted to show you because they're a bit smaller than the original florals. So there's another page of the florals. Sorry, I just hit the camera. So you can see on the same page, A4, they're a bit smaller. So same, I was trying to print and cut the embellishments, so it'll be good to use them different sizes. Always can use a million bajillion florals and flowers. So they're there. So we've got the print and cut size. We've got, let me find, I was going to say a nice page, but they're all nice, but I mean a more visual where you can see everything. And then also, because I was mucking around with the print and cut, I've got this one that's printed sideways landscape and hasn't got all the things, but also means that they are even bigger. So that's fun. It's always good to just have different sizes of things, I reckon. Not too much because that'd be crazy. And then again with the flowers, this one I've printed on matte paper, so it's not as shiny, but it will be awesomely fun. I then printed on a 12x12 and again printed the wrong direction, so reprinted that and tried again, but it will be useful. And then I was successful with the print and cut, so I managed to cut all these with the print and cut. Other than the tags, I did cut them myself. So you can see that I will need to cut a little bit just because these sprigs were so fine, and mind you, this is the first time I've ever print and cut, so I'm assuming these kind of things you would give a wider border, but it looks nice, looks fun. The little little words are really very fun. And then the Fabulous was cut out with the print and cut as well. Woo! So you can see there's the word fab out of the Fabulous, and then a few of the icons. So I cut a couple of pages of the florals, and then I think 1 page of florals and maybe one and a half of leaves before I gave up. And I will just fussy cut these myself. You'll be able to what I'll do is, because I'm outgrowing this lovely dish, I think I might just use it for florals and use some of the IKEA boxes. And what I do to prep, instead of some people like to sit and watch TV and cut them properly, but I like to just cut them down and then roughly cut them so that I can then decide whether I want a white border or not when it comes time to use it on a page. So that means I can get in and scrap quicker than if I was waiting to maybe cut them later at night. But you do what works for you, because some people, I know it's not a preference to do it that way at all. So there we got that. And then the other thing I normally always do is printing the pages by half. So again, these are a different size, printed them half, so there's the floral one and the leaf one. So we've got normal size, a little bit smaller, heaps smaller, and then a little bit bigger. I then decided to, because I was using print and cut, I had to change the files from a PDF to a PNG file. So to do that, I used some converter online that I just paid $1.95 and had unlimited for a bit, which was fine until I can invest time into looking if there's a better way to do that. I was able to change it into Word on my computer, and back to PDF, but I wasn't able to use it as a JPEG. But I'm sure there's an easy way, and if you know, let me know. But what I did then was the PNG, I was able to crop them. So with these, let me just get the one I can show you. Well, there's a few, but I'll show you this top one. Where did it go? Of course it'll be, oh, am I having a girl look or a boy look? Okay, so this one here, so I opened it up in my, as it's a PNG, I opened it up in my photo editing, which is just the stuff that you get on Word, like on Windows. And then I just cropped it to be the 3x4 card and then saved it as a different copy, because that meant that I could just turn this into a full sheet. So this one, because I wanted to have the edges, I didn't fit to size, so there's a little bit border up here, but I think it looks really cool as like 8.5 by 11 A4 kind of size paper. So you make pattern paper out of these little printables. So I've got this other pocket page card. I did the same for this one, and look at all the texture on here. And so again, on glossy paper, it's photo paper, and I've got a borderless printer, as you can see, which means it is a lot of fun in terms of not wasting. And then if I'm making an 8.5 by 11 layout, then I've got a full piece of paper. And again, look at this texture. That is so awesome. I managed to do this one with the scallop and the lines, and I thought it might be nice to put a photo or a couple of photos. A photo here and a lot of journaling, perhaps. And then this one, I did the same as well. And again, I can definitely see myself putting a photo and then putting some flowers, I reckon. 2 little clusters and then some title and journaling. So that was pretty fun and new for myself. I do it with the other, like when I buy digital kits, I do it the same. I don't need to crop it because they come in PNGs, which is how I realized I needed to convert them into PNGs. And then because I love them so much, I then printed them in half size. So just with my photo choices, I just printed them 2 to a page, which meant I wanted to make sure I didn't waste half a paper, so I printed that main embellishments again, like these florals. But you can see I'll be able to make like a 4x6 and have the pattern, or just use it as layering. Again, I did all those patterns, not all of them, sorry, because I didn't do this one or the lined ones. And then with the cropping fun, cropped this main one and just kept, I was looking for these, this is what I wanted to make bigger, but then when I cropped it I realized I would love this in a different size as well. So again, I cropped it and then printed it. And then with the tiny words, same thing, printed it, cropped it, printed it, and I love that size. Well, there's a lot on my desk that you can't really see what's going on. There's one more thing that I printed, but just 2 things that I did to make sure I was prepped and ready was to cut some cut files. So I've cut the daisy wreath. I've also then cut, can you see that? Yeah. Kinda. I've cut the summer days multiple times, 6 times, because I'm thinking, can you see it? Yeah, there. I'm thinking to layer them up and make it like a thick title. And then I've got that You Are Fine apple on a 12x12 as well. So that's a good thing to prep. And then the other thing I did to prep was went back to my Gold Coast folder of photos and printed a wallet size and 4 to a page of photos, because there's a few different ways I'd want to document this and it'll just be fun to do. Now the last thing I did to print this time, I didn't print, like if you check out my video last month, I printed on graph paper and vellum and things like that, and I might go back and do that, especially if I'm creating and feel like doing that, and acetate. But I just want to have a play with them in this style and in more of a pattern paper kind of way. But the last thing I did was print on glossy round labels. So they are this size, so you can see, I don't know, they're 4 centimeters. Anyway, because I made these ones in the full size, it means that I could print them on here and have the circle embellishments to play with. So it's quite shiny, and I don't think that it's fully dried. You can see there's a little bit of paint, so I'll just have to be aware of that when I'm creating. It's not like it's not like it's fully wiping off, but every now and then it's a little bit. And then you can see these stickers will be hella fun to make as DIY embellishments or as just embellishments on my background to make a background. And then I did it in that pink one and then in the blue one because I loved all the texture and the colour going on. I won't put that one down because you can't see everything if I put everything down. Anyway, so printed as normal, printed a little bit smaller because the print and cut the print and cut files, printed them at half size, printed them at bigger size, then made bigger A4 pattern paper and then 2 to a page pattern paper, and we'll have a lot of fun. And the sticker paper, obviously. So come back and check out my other videos because you'll be able to see how all this comes together and creates. So I'm going to show you how to just use the exclusives, and then obviously if you've got your kit you can then add them in and enjoy them, but also use up what you print rather than hoarding it or forgetting about it. So hopefully they will be enjoyable and inspiring videos. Have a great day, guys. Bye.